Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? This is Tall Man Tarot. I'd like to welcome you. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button. If you've already subscribed, I'd like to say welcome back. Thank you for your support. All right, so we are doing all 12 zodiacs. And right now we are on the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what's up? How you doing? Oh, it says stop right here. That's what we'll do. We'll stop there. So readings are for the month of May 2026. May 2026. And again, this is Sagittarius. Okay. The overall energy of this reading has something to do with you not having wishful thinking about something, not healing from something, and not having wishful thinking from something going on in your life. We're going to get to the bottom of it and find out. In the recent past here, you've had some help. You've had some help from either spirit, ancestors, people, family, friends, because sometimes those people are our guides and they help us as well. So you've had a collective effort to come together, and that's you, right up there at the top. It's everybody coming together to lift you up. Something's going on here, and let's figure it out. Let's get to the bottom of it. Right now, in this current energy that you are in, or you will be in the middle of the month, middle of the month of May, is not really reclaiming your power. What has happened here, Sagittarius? What's going on? And at the ending of the month, there's a transformation that's happening, right? There's a change that's happening at the end of the month. So it looks like maybe something has happened and you're trying to recover from it. I don't know. Let's get into it. All right, so what is collaboration about? Excuse my voice. Love relationship here. Love relationship that had options. Tell me some more. Your intuition kicked in. And you had to make a decision. Your intuition kicked in and you had to make a decision, Sagittarius. One more, please. And the decision, you felt like it wasn't fair. Was not fair, what needed to be done. Oh, to some of you, it's a long-term relationship or a marriage. Something happened here and you had to make a decision. Let's talk about the middle of the month here. So it looks like, you'll be making a decision at the beginning of the month, right? You'll be making a decision at the beginning of the month. It has something to do with a love relationship, possibly a marriage or a long-term commitment. Your intuition has been screaming at you and you decided to listen to it and you had to make a decision. And the decision that you make is feeling like it's unfair. You don't feel good about the decision that you had to make. So in the middle of the month here, there's going to be, you're trying to come out of dwelling on what you lost in the past, right? You're trying to dwell, you're like trying not to dwell on what you lost in the past. No longer trying to cry over spilled milk. So you're trying to get your mind off of something so you can maybe reclaim your power from the situation. It looks like you don't want to wait for something good to come in, something better to come in. That's what I heard. Yeah, you're feeling like it won't be equal. Something just won't be equal. Or maybe if you got back involved with that situation, it just wouldn't be equal. Maybe like an unequal give and take. Won't be generous on your behalf. And so you're going to decide to move forward. You're going to decide to move forward. And once you make that decision, of course, your guides and everybody is going to come in. Here it is again, 8 of Cups. That is confirmation. No matter how many cups, how much emotion that you have tied into this situation, you're going to leave it behind and walk away. You're definitely just going to decide to walk away, to go find something that you can be proud of and be happy about, right? Right. That sucks, but it's good that you are not wasting too much time, crying over what has happened or what decision that you had to make in this situation. So I actually see it as being good. It opens up room for new to come into your life or new experiences for you. Yeah, just opens it up. Let's talk about change in the near future. The change that's coming is you're no longer going to be thinking about all of the things, replaying all of the battles that you've been through. It's like I'm not going to sit around and keep replaying these things over and over in my mind. That's the energy of it. And that's good. That's good for your change. The change message here is the equivalent to the death card in the tarot. It's a death to the old and a birth to something new. Yeah, because you're seeing that by doing that, you're not going to receive any new resourceful opportunity being handed to you by God, source, or spirit. Especially if this was something that was not good for you, right? And you stayed in it too long, and maybe your guides were sending you the signs to get away from this and to get away from this, and you didn't. And then when you decide to actually pull the trigger, you sit and you soak in it and you don't do anything about it, then that means you're not really getting out of it. And so you won't be rewarded with anything new by doing this, by sitting around and just continuously thinking about it. Do some more. Uh-oh. So you're in the energy of getting away from this and not thinking about it anymore, but you really don't have a plan put together either by the end of the month. All you know is you want to get rid of all of the burdens that you've been carrying from this situation, from this love relationship. So you're ready, but you don't really have the fire to jump and do anything just yet. You have to make a plan, and there's the Fool. This is where your new start is going to begin. At the end of the month of May is where your new start begins, because you're going to reach some type of solution to this problem. You're going to reach some type of solution, and you're going to come out of the cave with an answer, and that's when you're going to begin to act. I would say at the end of the month is when the switch flips, and you begin to take some type of action towards what it is that you need to do to heal yourself from this situation. But for the month of May, you're still reeling and you're still feeling the downside to whatever decision that you had to make in this love relationship, right? Long-term marriage. And it appears to be very hurtful. And it looks like it takes a little bit, but actually it looks like it takes about a month for you before you jump back into action and start doing something, Gotta love my fire signs, man. They get right back out to exploring and looking for new experiences and, looking for excitement. And that's the good thing about fire signs that I appreciate. They're very explorative. They like to have excitement. They like to have fun. And it looks like you're not going to sit in this energy too much longer. So that is the good thing about this. Let's see what your higher self has to say about this, or what your higher self would like to just say to you for the month of May 2026. I like this stuff, you know. You're not sitting in it too long. What to say? Uh-oh. That's fast. Higher self says, of course. If there was a question that you were asking to God, source, spirit, or your higher self, right? The answer to that is of course. Does it have something to do with some kind of new love coming in? Will you be able to find new love again? Because the answer is of course, if that's what it is. But either way, some kind of new love is coming in. What do we have on the bottom of the deck? Your affirmation. Say, I can. Start replacing certain words in your sentences with I can in the front of it. And that's your affirmation to help you out. Let's get one more, just one more. Your higher self says you need to talk to your higher self. You need to ask the questions, look for the signs, and it's time for you to get some fresh air. I love it. I love it. I love it. That started off kind of rough, you know, emotionally. You can feel that. But then it ended off feeling like a Sagittarius is getting their groove back. That's what it feels like here. If this video resonates with anything going on in your life or your friend's life, share the video, like the video. If you haven't subscribed already, please join the family. Help me out. It costs nothing to just press the subscribe button and join. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.